Welcome to the land of enchantment. What we're going to do here today is give you a little tour of what it would be like if you moved to the West Mesa of Las Cruces, New Mexico and built a house. And what people do here, as you can see right here, is build houses on the hillside, and then they get a panoramic view of the valley below. Right now we're aimed completely away from the valley, and you can see how these houses are stacked into the hillside on the West Mesa as we move on around and pan some of these homes that are built on that hillside. As we swing around, we're actually to the northwest right now, and we will continue on around until we pick up. In the background will be Picacho Mountain. Should be coming in right about now. That's Picacho Mountain, and it's about 4 miles away at this time. On the left side of that is Coronado Ridge, a gated community, and then there's Butterfield Ridge about the middle, another gated community. Actually, there's Picacho Mountain up sort of to the left upper part of the lower part of the mountain, and then there's Picacho Hills Country Club, and sort of goes through that, and Picacho Hills itself is right there. As we swing on around a little bit further, we have a house of a unique individual here in town, Delano and Gail Lewis. He is a Washington-based attorney, and he was appointed by Bill Clinton to be the ambassador to South Africa, and now he has left that role. He's still connected in Washington, and he's also quite connected as an attorney here in town. And he and his wife are real active in things like the symphony and things of that nature. As we continue on around, we begin to pick up down in the lower part here what's known as Rossoff Hills, and that's just the start of Rossoff Hills. But more importantly, we're looking up the Rio Grande Valley right now, and that goes up clear up to Elephant Butte, and it's mostly pecan groves for 50, 75 miles. That's the second of 7 mountain ranges in the background as we swing on around, with Rossoff Hills beginning to pick up in the lower part of the picture. As we continue on around here, there's a mountain right there, a small mountain. I really don't know the name of it, but the significant thing about that is that just to the right side of that is where the new Las Cruces Country Club is located. They haven't got it in operation yet, but the golf course is built. And there again, we're now off to the north part of Las Cruces, and we're looking right out at I-70 going out to the northeast. And if we went through the pass, we would come down on the White Sands Proving Ground, 6 or 7 miles outside of town through the pass, and beyond that it would be up to Alamogordo and or Ruidoso a little bit further, and all of the things associated with Ruidoso, as well as a great skiing area. So there's really good skiing just a little over an hour away. As we swing on around some more, we're beginning to pick up just north Las Cruces, but also down below here is the main part of Rossoff Hills. It's located on the first of 3 ridges, and most of the houses are actually on the other side of the ridge, because they all want that precious view as you're seeing right now. So at any rate, that's the homes as they're sort of stacked like in the Hollywood Hills of Rossoff Hills. And then looking in the background, those mountains are about 16 miles away, and right now you're looking at downtown Las Cruces. And as we move on, we will be swinging directly to the east. And right there, I believe, is what's called A Mountain. And it's called A Mountain because it's got a great big A on the top of it. I think you can see it there. And the reason for the A on the top of it is because we got the Aggies, New Mexico State Aggies, just below about where you're looking at right now. And if you look off to the right, way over on the other side, you can see some homes up there along the mountain, and those homes are stacked right up close to the mountains because they have a great view up there. Now we will continue on to the south part of Las Cruces, and as we would move into the foreground there, that area that looks like hay or farmland is a new state park, and it's actually quite a large state park. And then right behind that, you can get a really good shot of the pecan groves, and they go up and down the valley. That's the main crop here, and of course they're having a record year this year for prices, an all-time high for pecans, almost twice what they were last year. Then as we move on, we can see how the Rio Grande River snakes down towards there's a little better shot of it, down towards El Paso and the U.S. border, and U.S.-Mexican border. And then there in the foreground is Mesa Hills, and Mesa Hills is a very unique place in that the homes are very high end, more towards the $1 million mark, and in addition to that, they're on 3 to 5 acres. Most of the lots are at least 3, and many are 5, even a few 6-acre lots. And another really popular feature of that area is the fact that they have very relaxed POA standards. People do not like real tight property owners associations today because they just virtually all get out of control by do-gooders who want to protect property values, and they essentially end up wrecking them. So it's very relaxed there, and lots can be easily sold in there because of that. And then as we move on, we pick up the seventh mountain range of the 7 mountain ranges in the area, and we're almost directly south. And if you went over that ridge and continued on about another 40 to 45 miles, you'd be right in the heart of El Paso, Texas. So that's your view here today of what you could expect if you build a home here on the West Mesa. And this would be the kind of view you would have left, right, and center. It's pretty spectacular. That's the end of the tour for today.